Hey, what's up DIYers, Mike Boards with the Mike Boards channel. Thank you for watching. We are working on my dad's 1987 Gravely riding mower. It is the professional 18G with the 18 horsepower Magnum Kohler engine. In today's video, the proper and safe way on how to replace your air filter and element. Let's get started. DIYers, here we are at my parents', and again in front of us is my dad's 1987 Gravely professional 18G riding mower, and it has the Magnum 18 Kohler engine on the back. Not in the front. That's where a battery, fuel tank, and electrical wiring, and a lot more is. However, again, coming to the back of my dad's mower, there's the Magnum 18 Kohler engine. And down below in the comments and description will be several helpful video links on replacing several parts, as well as where to purchase replacement parts. And those include spark plug boots, ignition coil that the plug wires feed down and into, the flywheel fan blade behind this grass screen, in addition, replacing the grass screen, and replacing our voltage regulator and more. However, here is our exhaust manifold, and here is the intake from the air being generated by the fan and pushed up inside the air filter casing or housing, and we've got two wing nuts. And we will open that up and replace the air filter. Now to a closer view of the entire air filter housing or casing. We've got a top cap held in place by two wing nuts, and just carefully remove those. At that point, you can carefully lift up on the cap or cover. And very important, you have a rubber seal, and ensure that that is not damaged, and ensure it's properly seated. With the cap removed, you can now see our air filter and element. The filter is the green part, and the inner portion is the element, and it loops around or secures to the inner aluminum carrier here. And in addition, we have two threaded studs, and we have two rubber grommets, and all I need to do is carefully pull up on the air filter, and it will lift those rubber grommets up and out. And at this point, the rubber grommets are loose. We need to keep those. As you see right there, there is our air filter. Inside here, there's the air intake. It feeds down and loops in our carburetor. In addition, as I just mentioned, this large air intake chute, that the air being generated from the fan blade comes up and inside here. Got the camera raised. I'm just going to use some shop towels and clean the entire inner portion of the housing. And I want to ensure nothing falls inside the air intake. And I will remove as much as I can as I clean it. DIYers, after you spend a couple minutes and just clean it again, just don't let anything or any particles or debris fall inside the air intake. And on the opposite corner, if you clean in this area and the rubber chute or hose comes up, just properly seat it back in place. Now to a close-up top view, and let's look down inside the intake chute. And down inside there you can see the flywheel and fan blade. And again, inside here is your air intake, feeds down inside to your carburetor. And being 35 plus years old, that's not bad, pretty clean. Now that the inner portion of the air filter housing or case is clean, let's direct our attention back to the air filter, which again is the green outer filter, and inside here is the element and then that inner aluminum. And we are going to carefully remove the filter from the element. And you will notice there is an oily, dark residue look to the filter. There's the inside. And that's by design. So when it comes time to install the brand new filter on the brand new OEM Kohler element, we are going to apply Kohler branded SAE30 engine oil and properly lubricate the filter. Again, before installing it on the brand new element. I will set this aside, followed by carefully removing the element from the inner part here. Here's the underside, as you see. And it might be easier just to come inside and carefully push it out, as shown there. It's just a little plate that the element secures onto. And we'll set that back down. Overall condition, DIYers, this element is not that bad. Very clean, really. But again, we are moving into the busy season where my dad uses his mower for snow plowing. We want this air filter and element brand new. From here, all I'm going to do is spend a minute or two and wipe clean this entire part. And this is also the OEM part, 35 plus years old. All of these are in really good condition still. Back to the tractor, and again, OEM parts, we really encourage you to purchase OEM parts as opposed to aftermarket, but if you don't have a choice, you don't have a choice. And down below in the comments and description will be links again on where to purchase OEM parts. Let's go and open these. And here they are unpackaged. As you see, the brand new OEM Kohler element and the OEM filter. And we are going to basically reverse the steps. However, just a heads up, again, we are going to prime this with oil, about 2 tablespoons per my dad's service manual. Exact guidance from the engineers that built the engine. Making our way back to what is really called the element cap. As you see here, again, we just cleaned it up a bit. We'll set that aside, and I'm going to lay the brand new filter down. And I've grabbed a fresh, unopened, brand new Kohler branded SA30 quart of engine oil. And again, not even opened. We strongly encourage you to use a fresh quart of oil as opposed to dirty oil. And I will just open it up. And what I'm going to do is just fill the cap and set the quart of oil back. And all I'm going to do is, again, just carefully run the oil down the filter a few times back and forth. And do the same on the back side. I'm just going to lubricate it and get the oil all the way around the filter. Again, don't overdo it, but you want this properly lubricated. This again is the pre-filter before air makes its way into the element, where it then gets inside the air intake and down to the carburetor. You want all the dust and debris gathered and caught by the pre-filter and element. And that's pretty lubricated, I like that. Next, grabbing the brand new element, as you see. And I will set that down. Followed by grabbing the oiled up and lubricated pre-filter and just carefully looping it around the element. And you want it on each side, basically where none of the paper portion of the element filter or screen is showing. So basically just pick up the filter and loop it around all the way and properly, evenly seat it. I'm just using my finger to basically guide it in an even seated manner. I'll set that back down, wipe my hands clean of the oil, followed by bringing the element cap and placing it right inside here, and carefully, without damaging either side of the rubber boot, press it in place. And it should not be too difficult, but you want it seated properly, where there is absolutely no air gap the entire length around the cap and element. And that looks good. I will replace my rubber grommets. We'll head back to the engine and install this new air filter and element. Camera back in position again, looking at the inside of the air filter case, and just properly align the 2 holes with the threaded studs here. And properly allow the entire element and filter to seat and fall in place, and then return the rubber grommets over the threaded studs. Double check everything, and if all looks good, which in our case it does, we will re-secure the cap with the wing nuts. However, as we bring the cap in place, again, just double check that this seal all the way around the base of your housing is properly seated and not damaged. If it's damaged, you might want to replace it. DORs, you don't want to over tighten these wing nuts because you can end up damaging or denting or caving in your cover or cap, and that's not good. And DORs, at this point, the project is really complete. All we will do is double check everything, and if all looks good, we will start the engine and see how it runs. Alright, DIYers, taking a step back, and the engine ran great, and in addition we have replaced several parts as I mentioned on this tractor, and down below in the comments and description will be all of those links. So again, we hope you check those out. From here, do us a favor, below the video you will see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel, definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us. We would really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching. And our very next project, we are going to change the oil and oil filter.